Welcome, and thank you for joining me on how to grow with the right team and stop being the bottleneck. So let's run through these slides and I'll give you as much information as possible in this short little video we have. Still doing everything yourself? Here's why your team isn't stepping up. This is going to be a video that explains it, understand it. I'm going to give you 5 key points that will basically run through how we get rid of these things that you will resonate with. Most founders build a team that supports them, but doesn't scale with them. We build teams, we build out automation systems, we build out funnels, but we just don't scale with them. They think hiring more people will free up their time. We tend to think, yep, let's get more people, this will free things up, but we don't have the right things implemented to do that. And then we think those people are going to set up the right roles and responsibilities, but that just doesn't happen. So they stay at the bottleneck, decisions stall, and growth plateaus. So we're going to eliminate all that in these 5 key points and bring it up to speed. So the first one is stop hiring doers, start hiring. Like hiring a chef or someone who just chops veggies. You need to really distinguish the two. And the quick tip away is ask in interviews, what's something you lead end to end without being told? Like, what can you do without me having to tell you from the start to the end? What can you do it and how can you do it on your own? It's really, really important we understand these. And this is just a great question to ask when looking for new people. Strategy before content, like shooting arrows in every direction versus aiming at the target. Love this one. Don't just post content, build a story that leads to action. We don't want to be spending money on content that brings no ROI. We want to be building content that delivers. We want it to be part of our content pillars. We want it to be part of our marketing campaign. We want it to be assets that we can always use on LinkedIn. We want that brand video, the why story. We want to dissect that. It's really, really important that all the content that we create is not just to be trending, but it leads to action. We don't want to be wasting time and energy on content that brings us nothing. Number 3 is creative is a growth level, not a nice to have. So it's the fuel in your marketing engine. Without it, you're pushing the car. Understand that. The quick tip here is measure content by conversion, not likes. It's really, 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 really important that we create content for conversion and not just to be trending and likable. We want it to be making us money. We want it to be delivering value. We want it to be educating about the product, educating people about who we are, what we're about, how we solve their problems. And this ultimately sets up a lot of trust, a lot of understanding, a lot of clarity for those people. Number 4, your brand is what people feel, not just what you say. You can't talk your way into trust, but you can show it. And this is why we have these videos like we do here. We have it set up so you can jump onto these videos like the other ones that we have. They're our brand assets, and we basically discuss and we talk about, things that we see businesses lacking in or things that they can improve in. And it's just building trust with you. So you see my face, you see what I know, what I'm about. And it leads into, investing in videos, photos that reflect the level you're playing at. So ultimately, I might be someone that you might not need. And I'll be able to jump on a call with you and we can discuss some things, but I might not be the person that you need right now. You might need just some direction or some clarity. And that's something we offer. We have a 15-minute call below. If you look below, there's a calendar link there. And with that, we can jump on a call, work out where your business is at, what you want to achieve, and how you want to achieve it, and we'll walk you through that. So it's building trust. It's understanding that the content you put out, just like I put out, we're building always continuous trust and keeping us front of mind. Partner with a creative agency that gets you goals. Well, I feel a bit weird reading this one out, but like hiring a tour guide who's been to the summit, not just someone with a camera. You want to be making sure that the right agency leads with strategy, not just services. And we're big on this. I mean, from an inside perspective, we do most things data driven. We look, we test, we A/B split, we create landing pages. We really set it up so we can understand what's working and what's not, and where to put more budget into and where to take it out. It's really important that the people that you work with, and not just myself, but any other agency or any videographer or photographer, is making sure they understand your business and how it works from a consumer perspective, as well as the sales, and then as well as from the owners. Like you want to know that the person that's working for you understands your business. It would just be crazy that they just rock up and say, hey, we'll film this content for you, but there's no actual data driven game plan there. It's just, yeah, let's just film it and I'll get my money and walk away. So just quick tip, make sure the right agency leads with a strategy. That's my huge red flag. If they don't have a strategy for you, abort mission. If your team can't scale without you, it's not a team, it's a task list, which is a really important one to remember. You're just writing task lists for everybody. You can't leave them alone to think for themselves from end to end. And, all these 5 key points are what summarizes this entire video. So if you're done being the bottleneck and ready to lead, let's build your brand the right way. I'm here if you want to ask questions, email me, book in a call below. We can have a bit of a quick chat, see where you're bottlenecking, how we can help, whether it might be just setting up a funnel for you that just helps with your sales system and cycle. And that way you have it all automated and you just have someone that works end to end on lead nurturing and closing out products, sales, teams, whatever it might be. Just hit me up.